straight, I promise.
Boo. Hmm. Hello, I'm Evan. You might know me from the Rock Hard Caucus podcast. You may know me from formerly streaming Titanic Adventure Out of Time, the classic PC game from like 1995. Um, there's some shit going down in the Atlantic Ocean right now. A lot of people are interested in the Titanic. There's been a lot of media about the Titanic, um, and it's apparently a tourist destination. I know you may have read my tweet yesterday where I said that the playthrough may actually save those guys' lives. And you may have seen some news today that is contrary to that. But that's kind of irrelevant because in this game, we actually can go back in time and rewrite history. So we're actually going to save them by never having them go down in that submersible to begin with. Um, Can't actually save the big Titanic though, but we can at least rewrite history in a more uh, favorable way. Thank you for joining me. I am going to start up here, and this game is, like I said, very old, and it's kind of a pain to get streaming. And also, I can read chat.
Once
Hi,
again,
Frisbee.
today's top stories.
I'm gonna
London
have to
has
change some
endured
settings
another
because it's
night
going
of
to be very
German bombing.
loud.
Most damage was
Um,
concentrated in the East End. And the Low Countries.
um,
In Russia, further German losses are reported around Leningrad. In Asia, the American
I
forces
don't
in the
think the Titan would
peninsula
still be
fought
seaworthy.
defiant, but Japanese
I don't. I
forces
think
are
that's pretty
reported
deep. It's a
nearing
little too deep
Berlin's
for
frontiers.
uncertified craft.
And that
Can
concludes
you hear me
today's
well?
summary. We now return you to
Over
our
the
music
game audio,
program.
over this British lady speaking. Okay, cool. Okay, so yeah, I can't display the chat. Like I said, it's kind of a pain because this game is old, doesn't like streaming. I also, since I first started playing this game, I had to. Well, I didn't have to, but I sold my old computer um, to a possibly a furry, which is really cool. Very young furry, possibly. So that's like the ideal person to buy your old gaming computer.
Time
So
you're
I'm on my laptop now.
2 weeks late
I'm
with
just gonna
dinner.
click through. I
Oh, I
mean,
know what.
I
Tennis
kind of went
racket
pretty
and
deep on the
Locatooth
story last
carpet.
time. I don't know if that's really what anyone's interested in. I don't know if anyone's interested in this at all, actually. But yeah, we basically we're a secret agent. We're with MI6. We were on the Titanic. We made it off, but we did not complete our mission that we were asked to do.
In Russia, further German
Our
losses are
landlord lady
reported
is
around
very mad. That
Leningrad.
was a swastika. Yeah, that was a ticket
The
to the
American
Hindenburg because this
forces
guy
in the
is like hella
peninsula
cursed.
still defiant, but
He
Japanese
was
forces
on the
are
Titanic and
reported
then he bought a
nearing
ticket
Berlin's oil
to
fields.
the
That
Hindenburg.
concludes the news summary.
Um,
We now return you to our music
I
program.
don't know why, if you were on the Titanic, you would want to like keep this memorabilia. Seems kind of like something you'd want to forget. Um, Nazi bombers, um, possibly a slur on the left hand side there. We're not going to get into that. Anyway, this is my shitty apartment. Um, what else do I need to look at to activate the cutscene?
Sneaking out, are you? I want me money.
Well, I don't have any. Sorry. Um, London, he's watching you. It's not a great situation here.
Once again, today's top stories.
Yeah, I've already
London
heard
has
that.
endured another night of German bombing.
Okay, I like genuinely
The
don't
Austerlitz
remember
has concentrated
what else I need to look at here. Tarot card. Death.
losses are recorded
Whatever, dude.
around Leningrad. In Asia, the American
Yeah,
forces
I
are
actually do have
reported
high noon
around
seltzer. Thank you for noticing, Chuck.
Chinese forces
Um,
are reported
sorry, I
marching the
didn't mean to
Berlin
say that.
battlefields. And that concludes the news summary. We now return you to our
I just
music
grabbed
program.
whatever I could, honestly. I was just got off work like an hour ago. Anyway, so along with like when I saved or when I sold my old computer, I lost like most of my save games. Still feels okay. I lost my save game. Um, there's Smethels, the wonderful steward. So I lost some progress. I'm kind of played through it a little bit last night, so like it shouldn't take me very long to get back to the point
Yes,
where
can I help you?
we left off at last time, which is when the actual ship hit the iceberg.
What can I do for you?
I
Thank you. I shall return with your valuables in a moment. Your
so
book.
basically we're
I
on the
had to move
Titanic.
Mrs.
There's like
Brown's Egyptian
4
statues to get it.
items that we
Glad to
have
be of
to
service. Good night.
retrieve from the ship in order to complete our mission. I previously got this Rubaiyat of Omar Khayyam. Wonderful Persian poetry. You can even read it if you'd like. Not much for poetry myself. But basically this book is being used to fund the Serbian Black Hand, who famously assassinated Archduke Franz Ferdinand to kick off World War I. So yeah, basically there's 4 items that are all basically connected to some historical event that we want to prevent from happening. So anyway, I foolishly in this playthrough, and last time I was like trying to avoid doing the fast travel, like these red areas you can just automatically jump to. That is true. Frisbee. So yeah, you can click on these areas to jump to wherever you need to go. And in this case, I do need to take the Rubaiyat to my boss, Penny Pringle, PP.
Did you get it? Did you find the Rubaiyat?
Yeah, I found a secret message in the Turkish
Smashing.
bath.
What have you learned? I was wondering how you got so dirty. There's a spot on your cheek. Yes, right there. You got it.
I absolutely love the voice acting and the ridiculous
More art. Zeitel's no
animations.
connoisseur.
It's
No,
very funny.
there's something about that painting of interest to the German High Command.
So basically, there's this German colonel Zeitel who's on board. He's knows this Sasha guy who's connected with the Black Hand. There's also the stowaway Vlad who is like kind of also connected with the Black Hand.
I don't
They're
have any information
smuggling
about
art
Vlad,
on
but
board
the other fellow, look here.
the ship
Zeitel's
again.
Titanic contact
I
is
guess
a
we'll
London
hear.
art dealer named Sasha Barbican. They say he smuggles art, and he's not above selling stolen merchandise. The files say he's Serbian, interestingly enough, with links to some shady Balkan groups.
He does look like a pervert.
Let me see. That's the Rubaiyat, all
Yeah,
right.
thank you.
Well done. Leave it with the purser for safekeeping. It shall be undisturbed there.
So I just took it from the
Painting's
purser,
what Zeitel's really after.
but I had to take it to
You
her
must
first to
secure it.
show her, I guess,
Where
because
or
she
how,
didn't
I
trust
don't
me.
care. Just find it and bring it back here.
Okay,
Remember,
so I got to get a painting.
leave the Rubaiyat with the purser for safekeeping. He might also know where the painting's stored. Sneak a peek at his cargo manifest. That should help you find the painting. Cargo stored somewhere beneath the forecastle deck. Things are thickening up quite nicely, aren't they? We've got to get our hands on that painting. Don't fail.
Don't fail. I'll try not to. All right, so back to the purser. Once we hit the iceberg, I won't be able to fast travel, so you'll get to see more of the ship, but
Thayer.
I gotta
Thayer.
run through this stuff.
Thayer. Oh, what do you want?
I would like to check something in.
Very nice. Security is our first priority. I'll put it in the safe.
But what's this about Mr. Thayer?
Why, what do you know? Not that it matters. I'm much too busy. I must get this message through from Mr. Thayer. Mr. Thayer expects his private train car to meet him in New York, and I can't leave my post. But I need to send this telegram.
Could I help?
Yes, it might be helpful if you delivered this message to the wireless room for me. Even better, why don't you send it for me? Mr. Thayer is a very important man. So send the telegram at once. And when you have, don't forget to tell me.
Okay.
Very good then. Good night.
So yeah, now I'm doing fetch quests for the purser. Apologies if you've already seen all this stuff, but you know, you at least get to see the cool animations and stuff. It's pretty cool. So we're gonna go here and on the A deck. And I believe I need to actually go up.
You can't go no further. Officer Morrow's in no mood to accommodate passengers right now. He's misplaced his binoculars, and he's in a right proper state about it too. Good night.
Alas. So I'm trying to get to the telegraph room.
Quick. I've tracked Zeitel and Sasha to the ship's stern. They're having a rather heated conversation. See if you can listen in. I'll track their movements.
I'm gonna skip that. I'm gonna go talk to my man.
Good evening. Third Officer Morrow here. I am sorry, but this is the officers' promenade. No passengers allowed.
We'll chat him up a little bit.
A good idea. We've received reports about blast. My binoculars. Where the devil did I put them? I've misplaced them, damn. Sorry. Suit yourself. They went to get coffee. Good night.
I don't know. I can't remember why you would even need his binoculars. He just let us in. No big deal. Oh, and this is the telegram that we're supposed to send. So I have to. This is effectively like a puzzle. It's not a very good puzzle. You turn it on, you set to transmit, you twist this thing until the light turns on, which I think it does, like right there. And then start typing. I gotta make sure I get this correct. All right, let's see how I do. Oh no, I think I made a typo. Oh no. Okay, I sent the telegram. Obviously did an incredibly good job. I'm sure he's gonna definitely know what that means. All right, back to the purser.
Yes, can I help you? You sent it? Marvelous. I was afraid you'd forgotten. Mr. Thayer will be most grateful.
Shall I tell them?
Let them think the purser's not doing his job. I am the purser, and as purser, I am the one who looks after the passengers. Mr. Thayer is vice president of the Pennsylvania Railroad, and it is I who shall inform the Thayers that their train will be waiting. So, if you'll excuse me.
Man, not very good at his job. Anyway, so we're gonna take a peek at the cargo manifest. Lemke and Buchner shipping. Artwork, painting, and frame. I think we've got it, folks. I think I just kind of have to wander around a little bit to allow some time for the good purser to deliver the news of the telegram. But I do need to talk to him again. Oops.
Yes, can I help you?
I need to get in the cargo
Go
room.
away, I'm too busy. Mr. Isidore Strauss, he's lost a cufflink, and he's so particular. Thank you.
Oh, gee, can
It
I
is a
help you
gold
again?
cufflink. Mr. Strauss will be very grateful.
All right. Oops. Again, I'm just trying to get through this, so I know where the cufflink is. There's also our man, Max.
Hello there. You again. You'll never guess who I saw earlier. The man himself, Isidore Strauss, the owner of Macy's department store, standing right over there. Haymakers is a fine shop, but Macy's, man, that's the big store. But just as I was readying myself to make an introduction, he leaves. At the foot of the stairs with his wife. Let me know if you see him, will you?
Okay, he was sitting at the base of the stairs. There happens to be a very well-hidden cufflink there. It's very, very lovely. Time to go back to the purser.
Yes, can I help you? Wonderful. Mr. Strauss will be quite pleased that I found his cufflink. I shall deliver it at once. I'm just sure his gratitude will be reflected most generously.
So this time you left the thing up. There's only one key that you can actually click on. It's the one that's very fancy. So now I need to go to the cargo hold. Which is... apparently on the other side of the boat.
We've a problem, Zeidel.
Oh,
Which is?
The Rubaiyat, it was not at your drop point.
You are sure?
Most definitely.
But I put it there myself. What happened?
There's a third party on board, an agent working against you. Against us.
How do you know?
My servant saw them at the drop. They now have the Rubaiyat. This could ruin me, Zeidel, if I were found out.
We should take precautions.
What about the painting? Did your associate bring it up from the cargo hold?
No, I don't have it.
No? But I put it there myself.
Sasha, I've discovered a traitor. Don't look so startled. It is not you.
You mean Hadelitz, your associate?
No longer my associate, I am afraid. Willy was an intellectual, and intellectuals aren't smart enough for espionage. Now, I must recover the painting and its plans. I fear this third party may already have possession of it.
And Hadelitz?
Thank you for asking. Willy will bring no further harm to the fatherland, I assure you. Let us plan.
I kind of fucked up here, because I'm supposed to... When I played around with this yesterday, I managed to avoid having to hear that conversation. So, like, they're already going to get the painting before I can get to it, unfortunately.
Nobody's allowed to...
Well, that's okay.
You've got the keys. You're a carter. Of course you can enter. Right this way. Come to visit your new automobile, have you? Can't say I blame you. She's a beauty. Gleaming like a new penny. Right this way. Mind your head, it's dark in there. You'll find your way from here.
Little black square. That's some Windows compatibility issues there. Alright, so gotta play with the car. This car is very famous from Titanic. Some things happened in the car. We don't have to get into that either. Oh shit, I actually did get it. Alright. I guess I'm just that fast. I thought like once that conversation was triggered that you would automatically not get it. But I mean, I guess I just ran so quick. It's a very beautiful painting. I wonder who painted this. There is not a speedrunning community for this game as far as I'm aware, but I have actually considered making a route for it. Hitler did actually paint it. That's a spoiler. But it's not a spoiler because I already went through this on like the other playthrough. Alright, so I got the painting, and I'm gonna go back to maybe I should be able to fast travel. Don't know why it wouldn't let me fast travel. Okay, maybe it won't. I'm pretty sure there is actually... I don't need to be in here. I think there is at least one speedrun on YouTube. Let me fast travel. There we go.
Did you get the painting?
Yep.
Splendid. But now something else has come up. That snooty steward Smethels was looking for you. Find him and kick him smartly in the shins. Here's a message for you.
Alright. Gotta find Smethels. That's a very good game.
Still wondering? This ship holds a strange fascination for you. Most peculiar. I have a message from a young German gentleman by the name of Haderlitz.
Oh, gee.
He would like to meet you in the squash court. They've opened it for him. Highly irregular, I must say, especially for fencing.
Ah.
Meanwhile, I shall inform the young German gentleman that you will meet him presently.
Race you there, bud. Alright, so... like, Colonel Zeidel, the German guy, he's with the German Secret Service. This is, again, pre-World War I. He is traveling with his partner, not in that way, but his partner, Willy von Haderlitz, who has betrayed him. They think that he stole the Rubaiyat, I guess.
Thank you for coming.
Which is not the
I do not
case.
meet so many people on the Titanic. It is a pity. I like the English. I wish I knew more of them. Now you have the opportunity of fencing with me. 3-time champion of my university. You are also an excellent athlete, yes?
No.
Colonel Seidel believes it so.
I don't
The Colonel
fence.
is very seldom confused about anything. You will play. If you win, perhaps, I relate to you some stories.
Okay.
En garde. Allez. Touché.
These mini games are so good. I mean, I'll win one, I guess, just for the heck of it. It doesn't even matter if you win or not. It's a lot of clicking. A lot of clicking.
Allez.
You click like 3 or 4 times on the left side of his torso, and then you click like 1 down, diagonal. Like a charm. Every time.
Allez.
I was trying to do this with a touchpad yesterday, and it's a lot harder.
You fence well. You are a great athlete.
No, I told you I don't fence. This is actually the first time I've ever fenced.
The engines are loud here.
You just really are bad at fencing, Willie.
The Vikings thought this part of the North Atlantic cursed. Even modern sailors call it the Devil's Hole, a place of deadly surprises. Things aren't always what they
The
seem,
Devil's
yes?
Hole.
Like me, for example, I am German.
I
but
think
I'm also a
you can
friend to
probably
others.
get some good riffs in on
Perhaps
that one.
even the English. Another match.
I guess I'm just thinking of what is it, Cow and Chicken with that. I just made a cartoon reference. You guys, I'm sorry, but you remember the devil from Cow and Chicken on Cartoon Network? That's what I'm thinking about right now. All right, yeah, with the huge ass. All right, I'm gonna let him win this time. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna get. Well, I have to keep clicking start. Gotta get another drink.
Allons-y.
Look, I love the way his little his little
Allons-y.
his free harm or whatever it is. He's very graceful. Whoa, dude, I'm not even defending. You didn't even need to do that. Come on, man. What are you doing, dude?
Touché. Allons-y.
Come on, man. Give it to me.
Et là. You are the loser. How unfortunate. You do? Remember, only one thing is certain, and the rest is lies. It is a quote from an old book I had the recent opportunity to read. But I tell you more. I am associate professor at the University of Vienna. I document the mythos, the legends of mankind. I'm on my way to New Mexico to study the Yoni Indians under Dr. van der Plaars.
Very
I am
fake job.
interested in what Dr. Freud calls the unconscious mind. What happens below the surface of experience. Tell me, what frightens you more, fire or ice?
Fire? I'm gonna say fire.
The ancient Aryans believed
I mean, I
one
should
would
be
see
more
4
afraid of ice
ages.
on this boat,
According to them,
but,
this is
you
now
know.
the Wolf Age, an age that ends with ice.
I think I would rather
After
die
the
that
Wolf
way.
Age ends, mankind shall experience a fire that will burn for 2 generations. Clearly a metaphor for a war we must all try to prevent. Yes? Why do you assume he is interested in paintings?
Ooh, you
Yes,
slipped.
yes. Art. That is what I meant. And you are mistaken. Colonel Seidel cares little for art, unlike his friend Herr Barbicon. I notice he likes old Vienna, for he has many pictures of the city. If the fire comes, my friends will favor the English.
My
over
friends?
Another match?
I think I have to do one more.
En garde. Allez.
I'm gonna get his ass this time, though.
Allez.
This is riveting.
Allez. Allons. Sehr gut.
I like you can like see his face through the mask a little bit, and he like looks like he's about to cry. Oh, look at him.
You are a great athlete. Take this in friendship.
Ah, there we
May
go.
it bring you luck. A thing I fear we shall all need. But if anything should happen to me, I trust you will know what to do. Very good. You have proven yourself.
He just
And I
starts
must confide
panting.
in you. Colonel Seidel suspects I value my friends more than Germany. He's right. Another match?
This guy
Let us
is
speak
a
later. I
czarist.
will tell you more.
He
For now,
he sucks ass.
keep the ring. I bid you good night.
Hell yeah. We're just cruising. Cruising along. Alright, well. Let's see here.
Yes? You want something? It's Willie's ring. Willie, what's happened? Something bad, hasn't it? Something to Willie. He told me if
What?
I ever received this ring, I was to know that whoever gave it to me was a friend, and to tell them about the notebook, that they should find it.
Oh, the notebook.
Willie's hidden a notebook on board, that's all I know. Now what about Willie? Is he hurt?
I don't know. I just fucking. I mean, I might have
told
hurt
me
him when I was
jokes.
fencing. I might have
Bad ones,
might have
but he
poked him
made
a
me
little bit.
laugh. Not like Mama's friends. Mama, she doesn't like Germans, unless they've a title to their name. But I like Willie. A lot. May I have it? The ring?
Sure.
Thank you. I'll never forget this. Willie's in trouble. Please help him if you can.
So yeah, she's Willie's girlfriend. I just happen to know her cabin number. No big deal. I don't know why the music just stopped. Oh, okay, it's back. So yeah, the notebook, like I said, Willie's a czarist. The notebook contains. Well, we'll get to the notebook. Let's see. Where do I need to go? I think I need to talk to Penny again.
Quickly, there's not much time. Willie Hadelitz is dead.
Oh.
Electrocuted in the Turkish bath.
Wow, this
I heard one of the
story
officers
is moving
talking
so
about it.
fast. I
This
just
may
talked
not
to him
have
like
been an
3
accident.
minutes ago, and now he's dead.
Apparently, someone wants that painting badly enough to kill for it. Do you have it?
Yep.
Smashing. Splendid job. Look here, on the back. It's a plan for Allied troop deployment in France.
I think that's another
Germany ever
compatibility
invaded, they
thing. Like it
destroyed
kind of
us.
like popped in. So yeah, there's like World War I battle plans on the back of this painting by Hitler.
No wonder Hadelitz was killed.
That is
Well,
right. We're gonna go
Merlin
check
won't
him
get
out in the
this now.
bathhouse. I've
Leave
talked
the
about this
painting
scene
with the
before, but
purser.
there's a
He'll
nice
keep
little
it with the
cutscene that
Rubaiyat.
plays that kind of scarred me as a kid.
Young Hadelitz, a Tsarist spy? It's beginning to become clear. Quite possibly.
Of course he did.
We need more information about
Come on,
the
man.
murder. A notebook. Zeitel's previous mission was aiding a band of Russian revolutionaries called Bolsheviks who want to overthrow the Tsar. The Germans would like nothing better than to see chaos in Russia. I'll bet that notebook's got names of Russian radicals.
Man,
Such a
the
list
Tsar
would be
was not
very
gonna.
important to
They
the
were not gonna
Okara,
hold on
the
to
Russian
power.
secret police.
I mean, I guess they
With
could
it,
have
they'd
for a
root
while,
out the
but
Bolshevik ringleaders and eliminate a threat to the Tsar, which would certainly help the rest of us. If Hadelitz was murdered, you'll need protection. Here, this pen releases a single burst of knockout gas when open. Find
hell
that
yeah, we could
notebook.
spy
It could be vitally
materials.
important. And give that painting to the purser. Go investigate the situation at the Turkish bath. Move.
Okay. First I'll take the painting to the
Sweet, you
purser.
again. Snooping about the decks again? What
These
fun.
fucking people.
Oh, Henry, snooping. Really? Such dreadful taste.
Reminds me of that chap Burns, that photographer who took pictures of the ship.
You should look him up. He's on sea deck. He has such a lovely wife, too.
I say it's late. Must run. Goodbye.
Goodbye. So with this game, there's like multiple ways to solve every puzzle.
Yes, can I help you?
I'm gonna check in this painting. I think this purser makes me laugh. Like, oh, here's all this like just valuable ass art that I just randomly had, like on my person.
Glad to be of service.
He's not. He's a good. I guess he's like good at his job when it comes to talking to me, but like not when it comes to anything else. But anyway, it's funny. I'm gonna grab another drink. I'll be right back. I am indeed cracking open a cold one. I'll do it for you here. There you go. All right, so gotta find the notebook. Gotta find the notebook.
Can you feel it? The air has changed. It's clammy, cold, like the ice caves in the Eiger. But you're not here about climatology. What
I
do you
hope they
want?
did. I really hope they like were just really big fans of this game. They didn't even care about the Titanic. They just went down because they were just that big of fans of Cyberflick's Titanic Adventure Out of Time. All right. Oh shit. I gave the ring away.
Goodbye. I'll be here if you need me.
Oh, wait. She already told me he's in the Turkish bath. All right. We're going to go to the Turkish bath then. This is Frisbee's favorite part of the game.
Most regrettable. Most regrettable indeed. The young German gentleman, dead. In the electric bath. Quite unanticipated. He was alive. Most vocally, too. Just a few hours before, arguing with someone on B deck. About a painting. He'd misplaced it. And the other gentleman wanted to know where it was. The gentleman's voice was unfamiliar. Yes,
Sure.
I believe Dr. O'Loughlin
Dude,
is
he's
waiting
covering
to move
for
him,
he's
so as
covering for
not to
Zeidel.
alarm the other
Smells
passengers.
as a spy
It is,
too.
I must warn you, a most unpleasant sight.
Thank you.
Very
Smells.
good. This is most irregular. Most irregular indeed.
What have you heard? Anything? Tell me.
Heard what? I know he's
You
dead,
knew
bro.
him? Look. Don't breathe a word to anyone. Do? Bloody well nothing. Not till New York. The rest of the passengers must not be alarmed. Ismay is going to raise hell when he hears. And I thought this would be an easy trip. Be my guest. Mind you, it's not pretty. Now, if you'll excuse me.
My man Moro just lets me just do whatever I want. It's pretty cool to, have friends in high places like that. Yeah, I like this game too because like every time, like last night when I was messing around, it went differently. Like I didn't. The timing was weird because like I went to the purser with a painting before I gave the ring to Claire, and then I ended up giving the ring to the Trask guy that I was talking to earlier at the bottom of the staircase. And he's like the psychic, and he like reads the ring and it's like, "Oh, did you notice this Russian writing on the inside of the band?" And he's like, "I think Willie was in trouble." And then I think I might have missed the actual cutscene where he dies, which is really unfortunate because that was like, again, very traumatizing. Oh well. All right, and many knots unraveled by the road. So it's again more 90s like arcane problem puzzle solving crap. The road refers to Scotland Road, which is the longest continuous passage in the Titanic. It goes all the way from one side of the ship to the other, which is kind of cool. But there is this, and many knots unraveled by the road. So there's a rope, which is, I guess I'm supposed to get knot from that. So I'm just going to look at this hatchet and this rope. And then I'm going to get approached by this man who just appeared out of nowhere.
You're a face ache, ain't you? Rooming the ship, poking your nose into everyone's business.
I'm looking for a clue, bro.
Just who do you take me for now? One of those la-di-da millionaires up top? Jack Hacker keeps his word, honors his promises. When I saw you coming, I says to myself, they'll be wanting to know about him. The foreign gentleman, German I suspect, a remedy nervous type he was too. Give me a bob and told me to tell whoever asked to repeat a phrase word for word. You want to hear it now?
Yeah.
But still the vine her ancient ruby yields, and still a garden by the water blows. Yeah, that's it. Here, he wrote it down. What's it mean anyway? Some rich man's game you play. You can have it. Just tell Conklin we want the money tonight.
Yeah, so this is a subplot that we kind of touched on in the other other playthrough. And basically this guy and his wife are on board. They're in the steerage class. They were the maid, or his wife was the maid of the Conklings. Like you're walking all the way. They were the maid of the Conklings, who is like the steel magnet guy who was basically making substandard steel with too much sulfur in it that was just happened to be used on the Titanic. His wife, the steel magnet's wife, is like unable to have a child, but her maid, the other guy, Jack's wife, did have a baby, and basically the rich lady is trying to steal her baby. And the poor people are trying to they have a letter basically that talks about the substandard steel, and they're trying to use that to blackmail the Conkling guy. Anyway, again, arcane, stupid puzzles. I know where I need to go, which is the Café Parisien, which is also a very lovely part of the ship. And there just so happens to be a pack of cigarettes. And yeah, it's, what did the note say? Oh, the note just disappeared because apparently I just left it on the table here. But it says, like, you're supposed to know vines because there's, like, these vines on the, like, trellis thing. It's, again, like, one you're going to need a walkthrough for, which, spoiler alert, I got the walkthrough. Alright. I got it actually in Chicago at the Museum of Science and Industry when they had a Titanic exhibit, and I got to actually touch the hull. It was like the biggest section of hull that they pulled up, and like they had a part where you could like touch part of it. It was actually a really cool exhibit because like you got to see all the personal artifacts and stuff that they had pulled up from various people. Alright, so now I need to... What else do you do with a pair of cigarettes but go to... or a pack of cigarettes but go to the smoking room? Talk to our good friend Max again. Whoa, dude. Normally if you click... like, he just is staring at me. Normally if you like click on him it'll repeat the last line of dialogue.
Don't mind if I do.
But no, I guess
Smoke 'em
it's
if
just
you
a
got 'em,
black
I always
screen
say.
followed by
Leave a
him
piece
just
to the
staring
German
at me.
kid early tonight. He's an odd one. While we was docked in Queenstown, I saw him on top of one of the smokestacks. The last one, right at the top. Who knows what he was up to? Looked like he was hiding something. Crazy Kraut kid.
Crazy Kraut kid. So... Yeah, I got you, Frisbee. Not gonna say that, sorry. So yeah, now we gotta go to the smokestacks because our man Max saw him there, our boy Willie. You can also, like those Gorse Joneses, the lady looks like a bird, and her husband. They were talking about the photographer guy. You can go to that guy's cabin and like there's a mini game where you like develop some photos, and he took pictures of the smokestacks, and like Willie is up there, so you can find out that way as well. But yeah, Chuck, you can go ahead and lay that one out. All right. F deck cabins. This is actually how you get to the boiler rooms, which is like doesn't make any damn sense at all.
Oh, she's still running rough. You're so clever last time, you can't have a go again.
Sure.
Right.
So,
gauge
I
showing
came
the
down here
turbine's
before
power
to get
output.
the
The
Rubaiyat
needle's gotta move
on the
into the
previous
green
playthrough.
zone.
I do not feel any shame. Again, we're gonna save their lives, so I don't know what you're talking about. Alright, you do this, do a little of that. Play with this until it gets like there. Gotta get it in the green.
Cheers, mate.
Yeah, no big deal. No big deal. I'm a pro at solving puzzles on Steam engines. So yeah, the guy makes you fix the engine twice, which is really funny. Oh, hello.
You interfered in my affairs for the last time. You are the one who stole the Rubaiyat and Sasha's painting. I know you have it. Prepare to die at the hands of Serbia.
So this is Vlad. He's very mad at me. I think I'm gonna let him body me. Okay, I'll get one punch in. There you go. There you go. got his ass. I'm just gonna let him body me, because it's funny what happens. It makes me laugh a lot. Any Linux? That's good. I would like to like see interviews with the voice actors on this game. So like the developer of this game actually was based in like Nashville, Tennessee, which is obviously like a weird place to develop a game in the 90s. But it was like in the middle of like apparently like the arts and like bar district in Nashville. And so like most of the people who played characters are just random people that the developers knew. Oh, and also yeah, I think there is actually a couple other games by this developer. There's one called Rust, which is like an Old West style game with like a similar kind of style with the talking heads animations. This is supposed to be a puzzle, but it's really not much of a puzzle. Yeah, I think you would like that one, Frisbee. This is like probably the dumbest puzzle you could possibly do. I'm gonna save here because I want to. Yeah, there's just some funny stuff going on. I want to show you both possibilities here. All right. Oh, gee, there's a notebook. Oh no, there's a guy, another man, who just appears out of nowhere.
Please.
And he's got a gun. Colonel Zeidel.
I know exactly who you are. The agents have our secrets, yes? Thank you for finding it. Willie would have appreciated your effort. Cold, isn't it? I've maintained climate is the crucible of civilization.
Walmart Vincent
Culture
Price is
blooms
also
in the
pretty
temples.
accurate.
It is the tropic and Arctic zones which breed barbarism. Russia, for instance.
Everyone apparently thinks yes, Dust, not Rust. Sorry. Yeah, that one. I haven't played that, but I heard it's also really good. What's so
In
important?
that notebook are names of anti-Tsarist Russians, revolutionaries living in exile. Germany supports these men. They are called communists. We provide assistance, small courtesies, and, wherever possible, financial encouragement. One of these men is moving to Krakow soon. Charming city, Krakow. We urge Willie to befriend such types in Vienna. He kept a list of such men for us, or so I thought. He was a Russian agent who was going to turn those names over to the Okhrana, the Russian Secret Service.
Oh, what
Dave
were they
would
going to do to
kill
them?
them.
Oh, okay.
Secretly, of course, but kill them just the same. Think. With the revolutionaries all dead, the Tsar would be secure on his throne.
That should not be allowed. Not when there are wars to be planned for.
Now then, the notebook.
Had the notebook. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, what's going on here? Oh my god, what is this? I don't remember this. Cannot believe this. Everything was going so well. Look at that beautiful 90s CGI.
An iceberg. They've run into an iceberg. The idiots! I will be taking that notebook now.
No, actually I have something for you. Check out my cool pen. Here, you can have this pen. I needed to see that clip. Oh, and yeah, so like I got my ass kicked by I didn't even comment on it, but I got my ass absolutely kicked by Vlad. But then I just like nothing happens. He just disappears. And in fact, if I had like the painting or the Rubaiyat with me, he would have stolen them. But I didn't have either of them with me, so literally it doesn't even matter whatsoever whether I win or lose that fight. But I will show you what happens. I'm gonna actually save because I don't actually want to give him the pen. I just wanted to show you what happens if I do.
You see, my friend, we will all meet the devil eventually.
So, like, why didn't he just get the big ass spanner out? Why didn't he get that, that big wrench out from the get go? It doesn't make any sense. Alright, I just wanted to show you that. I'm actually going to let him have the notebook. Especially because, like, he's going to protect our boy, Lennon. He's going to. Even though he doesn't. He's
think
not a
that notebook
communist.
is
He
for
just
me.
thinks it's cool to fuck with
Please.
other countries. But. How did you find me?
I cannot tell. The agents have our secrets.
Thank you for finding it. Willie would have appreciated your effort.
You're welcome, dude.
Cold, isn't it? I've maintained climate is the crucible of civilization. Culture blooms in the temperate. It is the tropic and Arctic zones which breed barbarism. Russia, for instance.
Mm-hmm.
In that notebook are names of
Yeah.
They
would kill them. Alright, we saw that already. Here,
Thank
take the
you.
notebook. There you
These
go, bud.
names won't be disembarking in New York. Neither, I am afraid, are you.
Oh my fucking god, I got shot. Again, get hit with a fucking wrench, get beat up, get shot. Don't matter. Alright. This is where, so like I've played through up to this point, so like this is now when shit gets real.
Poor
Now,
shot, that. You'll live.
he
For how
sucks.
long is the question? We've struck an iceberg. The incompetence, the idiots. That was an hour ago. The captain's called women and children to the boats. It's serious. She's sinking by the bow. She's got about an hour left, maybe a little more. The Rubaiyat. And a fine time I had getting it back from the purser. It's safer with you now. I've the painting. Take it, and make sure that necklace doesn't end up in the wrong hands. Zeitel must have hidden the notebook. Perhaps it's in his room. Cabin C, 59. The notebook lists the names of Russian radicals.
59.
The Germans
Ooh.
actively encourage Lenin and other revolutionaries.
Very handsome.
You must recover that notebook. This information is vitally important to our Russian allies. I know you're hurt, but the Titanic's sinking. It's not going to be easy. The lifts have been shut down for good. We must get the evidence off the ship before it goes. So, up we go. Now get cracking.
I like how she's already got her life jacket on. Alright, so about that notebook, probably should get it back. What I was saying now is that everything is on a timer. So, C59? C59. Everything is on a timer now. Before, like, this stopwatch didn't really matter, because, like, it basically would only move whenever something important in the game happened, but now it's, like, real time. Oh, no.
You had wanted
And there's
this?
also hilarious
Not
noises
quick,
in the
are you?
background, and there'll also be some funny
Willie's
cutscenes
names
of
stay on the board,
mayhem
but
happening
not with
aboard the Titanic.
Russians. A pity about the Titanic. She's going to sink, you know. I have it from Andrews, the builder. Poor fellow is in a state of shock. He is giving her about another hour at best. Make yourself comfortable. The bomb on the sofa will take care of everything else. What remains will go down with the ship. With, it appears, most of our fellow passengers. I will leave the notebook with you. A little bedside reading. Now, please excuse me.
You won't escape.
You think so? Excuse me, will you? I have an appointment to keep. Goodbye.
Alright, so he poisoned Georgia, which we haven't talked to on this playthrough, but she was my like former flame. She's married to this guy Charles, who is friends with Sasha Barbican, the art dealer guy, and also oh, you can't even read the names. That's lame. Anyway. So yeah, he poisoned her. She's got a necklace that basically is also going to be used to fund the the Black Hand. And we need to get it. I actually have it. She gave me her fake necklace earlier, which is fake. Her creepy husband stole it from her to give to the Sasha guy to sell so that he can pay back the stupid steel conkling guy, the shitty steel seller. I don't remember how to do this, so I'm getting my walkthrough out. I like this music also. It gets a lot more dangerous. I'm wasting time. Ah, here we go. It's the very end. There's like a key bomb puzzle. Find the switch box between the explosives and the solenoid. Turn the switch to number 3. Turn the knob to 2. Let the clock run out. Oh, I can't actually move him. I was gonna try to blow it up. Oh no! Oh, he gives me a try again. I didn't even like. Oh, okay. Between the solenoid and the battery. Okay, so I fucked up. I turned the wrong switch. Turn this knob to 3. 3. Oh my god. Try again. Explosive between the explosive and the solenoid. Turn this one to 3. And then turn this one to 2. Oh my god. I can't even follow a walkthrough. Turn this one to 3. Oh, turn this one to 3, and this one to 2. God dang. There we go. Pretty sure it's not going to blow up this time. Ding, 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 ding. Alright, go back to the switch box between the explosives and the alarm clock. And reset the knob to 3. Bomb is now disarmed. Click the box with the key to open it. Got it. Alright. Okay, so I already got the notebook. I'm actually going to save again. I might have to mess around, because I want to show you some of the other endings, because there's like multiple endings. Alright, so we got that. The other thing, like I said, we need the... I want to go to the... I'm going to go to the regular grand staircase, not the aft. But yeah, there's multiple endings that are dependent on...
If you've come to get me to leave, I'm not going. I'm not leaving Willie. I want to stay near him on the ship.
Willie's dead, Rio.
We met here in the lounge the first night out. He introduced himself. Willie was so kind. Not like Mama's friends. They just want our money. I'm staying with him.
Oh, yeah,
We
go
went
to
for
lifeboats.
a
Come
walk
on.
that night on deck. There were so many stars, just like tonight. I told him you can't see the stars in New York. The lights burn too bright. I told him to go to Central Park. I was going to take him to the park to show him the stars. Here, take this shawl. I don't need it. If you get to New York, visit the park. That's where you see stars. That's where I wanted to take Willie. Goodbye.
All right. Wonder what I'm gonna do with the that scarf. So this room actually wasn't
I
open
wondered when
until
you'd rematerialize.
the ship
We're in
hits
a
the
bit of a
iceberg.
spot, don't you think?
But it's very luxurious. I love the. Aren't you trying to find a boat?
Me? My lord, no, I'm too old and too fat for small boats. Besides, after spending my corporeal career communing with the beyond, I'm not too worried about joining it now. Visit Mr. Riviera. He's playing for some very high stakes. You'll find him
that
where
is
he's
the
always been, in the smoking room. Hurry. The Titanic won't last much longer.
Yeah, you think so?
I suggest a hand of cards with Mr. Riviera. Hurry. Remember, everything that happens tonight, it's important. You've changed the past. Now, change the future.
Change the future. That's what I'm trying to
You
do.
are proving
Trying to save those
surprisingly
guys.
hardy, so perhaps you'll honor one more request. The evening's last, it would seem.
Why should I?
But you must. You could save a life.
The Lady Georgia's, of course. I've poisoned her. If you decide against helping me, she will die.
But if you cooperate, the antidote for her. Why, there goes Mr. Ismay. He's abandoning ship. Not just the women and children. The president of the line gets a seat, too. So, will you help?
No.
As you wish. But how tragic for the lovely Lady Georgia.
God, no. Damn, this is
Stand
some
back.
intense
Ladies and
shit.
gentlemen, maintain order. Women and children board first.
Prepare to swing out! Lifeboat away, sir!
All right, it's getting serious. I think I gotta go make another trip to Annie Lennox, actually. To do that, go to the boat deck, and then I think I gotta go downstairs.
Nobody's allowed above this deck. Those are orders. Last thing we need's a riot. If you go down there, I can't guarantee you'll come back. It's dangerous down there. I'll try to remember you on the way up. Good luck.
Once again, the staff just lets me do as I please.
Mrs. Conklin, she's stolen my baby. I was to meet Mr. Conklin, but she showed up instead, demanding the letter. I let her hold the baby so I could get my hands free. I let her, and she took him. She told the steward that he was hers. He wouldn't let me follow her to first class. She's leaving with my baby. Take the letter. Find her. See if she'll trade the baby for it. Please, you're our only hope.
Get that baby for Mrs. Conklin. Trade the letter.
Alright, we'll see about that. It's kind of actually not important to my mission. Don't mean to be rude, but it's just how it is. Alright, so I don't think I'd actually be able to do this on the real Titanic at this point. It seems like a pretty dangerous place to be down here.
The engine room's about to go. Go! Get up top!
Oh, did I miss something? Oh, man. I guess we're... Oh, never mind. I found him. What happened here?
You have found me. And Sasha.
Did you kill him?
Yes. Sasha
With a
cares
wrench?
only for himself, not Serbia, not the Black Hand. This is war. Deserters are shot. Like dogs. Maybe you want this. The English lord's necklace. It is mine to sell. The money for the Black Hand. Then you will see somewhere, sometime, within a month, in a year, we strike. We will start a fire. A fire that will destroy the Austria oppressors, destroy Europe, and all Serbs will know freedom. I must leave. I must get on a lifeboat. Once again, I must ask for your help. Find a way to let me board a lifeboat unnoticed. Women and children first is the rule. What?
You don't even have a ticket, man.
A disguise? No, I die like a man. You can get me into the first class? To the boats? What can I give you? Never. It is for Serbia. Quickly, what do you take? Take it and give me. Give it to me. If I disguise myself, I can reach the boats. The sea, it's coming in.
So the twist is that he's literally going to disguise himself as Annie Lennox. Okay, so now I got the necklace. I got the painting. I got the rubaiyat. I also have the fake necklace, so if I can give that to someone else. I also let's take a look at this letter that I got from the hackers. Yeah, I don't think this really had anything to do with the actual sinking of the Titanic. I think it was just not designed for that long of a gash. Don't take that out of context. All right, so I think we're gonna save their baby because that's kind of fucked up for someone to. I got you guys. I'm gonna go find that lady.
You made it.
I
Now
made
get
it.
up on the boat deck. Last
Thank
thing
you.
we need's a riot. Now
Thank
get up
you.
on the boat deck.
Thank you. Whoops. Run up lots of stairs. There's Pee-Pee. What's
How
up
is
with
the
Pee-Pee?
mission going?
I got it all.
Good job. We need to get all these objects off the ship safely. The sailors are giving priority to women and children. If worse comes to worse, give me the evidence. Let's hope it doesn't come to that. There are still quite a few boats left.
All right. Let's talk to this guy too.
You've not found a boat.
He's the missionary.
It seems I shall not see Sunapee either. This is a test of faith, like the blood fluke infestations at the mission. Unspeakable things. The worms fell, even the fittest. We prayed then too, after Mazan and the bearers fled into the bush. Though Emily did not escape God's plan, tonight is another test. We shall brave the deluge like Noah and his family. Does anyone know how long the great flood raged? Do you know? Exactly.
40 days and
You are
40
blessed with
nights.
Fortune. Comfort Miss Limehouse. She is in the first-class lounge.
I already did, yo. Come on, man.
Don't push. Keep your hands well inside the boats.
Oh no! Oh no! This isn't going well. A precious Turkish bath. All right, I'm trying to save this fucking baby. Oh, there she is. Oh no, that's a different lady. I swear she's over here.
I say, old bean, absolute madhouse, don't you think? People running hither and thither, no organization, no plan of attack.
Henry doesn't think the situation calls for panic.
Lunatics, all of them, running about like rabbits with a stoat at the hole.
The lapse in social order is absolutely shocking.
Boats! Ha! If I were captain.
Such people, they're not dressed for the first cabin. Like those two immigrants on the second-class stairwell.
Yes,
Really,
I already talked to them.
something should be done. The woman's quite upset.
Sodding foreigners.
I can't possibly get in these boats.
I agree. Packing the women off in such crowded quarters.
Frightfully cramped.
Like tinned mullet.
The Titanic is perfectly safe, isn't it?
I say, I'm in need of a gin.
Not now, Henry, not now. The officer there, he wants me in the boat.
They say the smoking room's still open.
Goodness, I do believe I hear running
Oh,
water.
is she in the smoking
Perhaps we
room?
can play a few hands
I think
with that
she's in the
Frenchman.
smoking room
Henry,
because she hangs
I
out
do
there a
think
lot.
we should stay here with the boats.
Blast it all, Ribena. Pitch yourself in. I say, old bean, coming with. Suit yourself then. Cheerio.
Grand staircase. I think I need to go to the aft grand staircase. Okay. Are you kidding me? Let's go down. Go B deck. This way. There we go, aft grand staircase. Oh, is she really? She's not there either? Alright. Oh, is she in the lounge? I think she's in the lounge. Well. I do not know where she is. I think I might have to save my ass at this point. I mean, I did actually do all the stuff I needed to do. Got a little chat with Daisy.
Did you see the Astors, Benji Guggenheim? The millionaire, you silly thing. He and his valet, dressed to the nines, prepared to go down like gentlemen. Such jokers. Leaving? If you see the Astors, do tell them Daisy wants to go in their boat. It'll be such fun. Don't forget their boat. I only travel with the best. Goodbye.
You can also see that the boat is like listing more.
No one's allowed on the bridge. Captain's orders. Stay with the others.
I gotta find. There's another way to get off the boat. So like you can gamble with the boat pass to get on board. Oh, there she is.
What do you want? He's mine now. No one will know. He'll have a good life with me instead of that penniless girl. Leave. I'm getting on that boat.
I have the letter.
You have it? It can ruin us. Ruin me. I'll trade you. The letter for the child. Hurry! The letter for the child. Here. Take it. Take it. The letter. Yes, let me have it. What a fool! You don't have a seat in the boat.
I'm carrying a damn baby. Okay, now I gotta go find these fellas again, give them their baby, and then I gotta
This deck's closed.
I know.
Good luck. If I'm still here when you return, I'll let you back up.
Thank you.
You got him back. Oh, thank you.
Thank you. You did the right proper thing, you did. You got me thanks. Go on, get up top with me.
It's like a modified Wilhelm scream.
No, Jack, no. Not without you.
Hush now. Hush. There'll be no luck for men like me up top. I'll try me luck back here, in the stern. Get moving.
It's best I be going now.
Yeah, let's go.
Take
Follow
me.
me.
To the boats.
Thank you.
Go.
I'll not forget this.
It's first class I'm in. I'll never forget what you done. God protect you.
All right, now let me on the boat, though. Oh shit. I think it's about 2 a.m. by now. Oh my god. I forgot that. Oh, that's good stuff.
The boats are full. There's no more room. No more. When
This
these
is the
boats
steel
go, that's
magnet
it.
guy who,
We're trapped.
his
We'll
wife I gave the
drown.
letter to.
I'm getting on, you understand? They'll throw out somebody else. I've got money. I'll give them thousands. I've got to get on a boat.
Stand away from the boats. It's women and children. Women and children only. I'll shoot. Come closer and I'll...
Oh, fuck. I forgot that happens.
Women and children first. See what I said about moonless nights? These are the last two boats, 2 and 4. Keep your wits. I'm counting on people like you to preserve order. Help the passengers. The last thing we need's a riot. Be patient. There are still women waiting.
Do you want a fake necklace?
Good God, this can't save you. Nothing can. Look, return here in a few minutes. There may be room. No promises now. Just come back. Don't forget.
Okay. He just loves cutting me breaks. These are... I'm comforting these passengers, obviously, by clicking on them and having them rotate towards me. Hello. 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 Get on the boat, yo!
Bye. May God protect you.
Okay. I think you should get on the boat, ma'am. Where's Max? I want to talk to Max. There's no light bullets on this side, I guess.
God has declared the Titanic a ship of destiny. She's sinking. Down we go. Down to Davy Jones' locker. Get ready. We're going to meet the Maker. Remember Paul's shipwreck? His fellow passengers were spared, but only if they declared their trust of God. They did so and were saved. Now my question. To what city was Paul sailing? Jerusalem, Caesarea, or Rome?
I don't know. Does anyone know? I don't know what I get out of answering correctly. Oh, I got it right.
You are blessed with fortune. Share it with the less fortunate. The family's on the second-class stairwell.
Yeah, I already did that, bro. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Was I too late? I might have been too late. Nope, I guess not. Alright, well, I definitely got to get to the other side. Get on that last lifeboat I was promised. We are not saving the Titanic. This shit is... It's capiche. It's over.
Carlson, you've done your best to help. Quick, we've space for
Literally
one
the
more.
only person who calls me by my name, Carlson.
There's
Alright.
no more time.
I got you.
Get in, you can go. Get in, damn you, it's an order.
Alright, I'm gonna jump.
Tell them we did our best. Tell them.
Damn. We literally just saw the same cutscene. It's so good they had to show it twice. I know, in 1995, this is fucking awesome, man. Oh my god, dead bodies floating past the portholes. Like, this shit traumatized me when I was a kid. I mean, goddamn. Bye. Bye. Like a turd being flushed, huh? All right. I think we're in the ending.
Vlad left the sinking ship without the Rubaiyat, nor did he have the real Lambeth diamonds. The Black Hand never got its funds, money intended to finance a wave of terrorism across the Balkans. One of the intended targets, the heir to the Austrian throne, Archduke Franz Ferdinand. His murder might have started a war. We were lucky. We got peace instead.
No, there is not an ending where
As
the
for the
Titanic does not sink.
it left with me. The plans proved useless. In the month following the sinking, the War Office scrapped the proposed deployments in a cost-cutting measure. But the canvas, as the only artifact saved from the
No,
Titanic,
there is not an ending
the
where you get
painting
laid.
became famous. Along with its creator,
Actually, I think there
a
might be,
rather
now that I think about it.
excitable Austrian
Maybe we'll
named
find out here.
Adolf Hitler.
Oh my
Who
god.
makes a lucrative career to this day, peddling overpriced alpine vistas to the carriage trade. I left the ship with Willie's notebook. Eventually, it found its way to the Russians. The Tsar's secret police were grateful.
Oh
And the
my
names
god.
Stalin, Lenin, and Trotsky
See, this is the good ending,
vanished
supposedly.
from history.
Where they get-
The communist revolution
Thank
aborted.
God.
I didn't really realize it then, but that night 30 years ago was one of history's most crucial. Though the Titanic carried 1,500 to the death, a peaceful world would be their epitaph.
Wait, Penny
Our
died?
mission was a success. With no wars or bloody revolutions to derail us, prosperity and progress has flowed into every corner of the globe, bringing humanity a security known only to the privileged few before the Titanic sailed.
Oh, we're gonna
Today,
solve
on April
communism.
14th,
I'm not. This is the good
1942,
ending, but I'm
I
not
am
done.
leaving the
I'm not
surface
done
to
playing here.
retire in
I've
a
got to show you the
world
other
of
endings.
peace.
That was what I
One
like.
can only
Oh.
imagine how different it could have been.
I got a
Would
Hitler
have
original
been
up on my
if
now
we had
beautiful
failed.
apartment. So I like to call that's the Francis Fukuyama ending, where it's the end of history and Western liberal capitalism wins and everything goes straight, smoothly. No one suffers, no exploitation. Everyone's really happy. Capitalism forever. Whoops. Well, I guess I just closed the game. Now you get to see my OBS setup. All right, I'm gonna get back in there. We're gonna do the fun endings where we're not gonna do the Nazi endings, but we're definitely gonna do the communist endings because that
Today's top
might actually
stories.
be the good ending,
London
but we
has endured another
don't
night
really
of
know
German bombing.
if that's the case. All right, so let's see. We do need to see both sides. So let's see. Let me see what I got to do to get the right ending here. There's two communist endings that I think are funny, so I'm going to do both of those. Okay, so I'm going to do this one where I just got the notebook. So I have the notebook, but what I'm going to do instead of going down to the boiler room to talk to Vlad, I'm just going to be a coward and I'm going to get off the ship. He can have the necklace. World War I. It's fine. It's I don't need to prevent that from happening. Actually, you know what? I might play some blackjack for just like a second because I don't think I can get on a lifeboat like immediately. Though I can. Let's see. I think I might be able to wager the Rubaiyat in the puzzle or in the blackjack game, and I think that would actually give me a boat. Like, because this French man who's playing dealing blackjack has a boarding pass for one of the light boats, and you can like barter with any of your valuables. Okay, so I can gamble. Let's see if I can get a boat pass.
Mon ami. Sit if you like. Talk to me. The Titanic is
Actually, you know what?
dying,
I'm gonna.
But the games are still being played.
I'm gonna
here.
like
Is
cheese
that
this
why you have
ending.
come?
No games now. Okay, I'm gonna save again here. We're gonna game the
Bonsoir, mon ami.
RNG and make sure I win
Sit
this
if you
game of
like.
blackjack.
Talk to me. The Titanic.
Yeah. What are your
My
stakes?
stakes? Why, mon ami, we play for souls. At least
I love this guy
substitute
too.
thereof. We must play for something real. Something a man would die for. Regardez. A carte d'entrée. A pass to the lifeboats. With this, you have life. Looks familiar, eh?
Yep. If you
If
recall, that
win,
was on
it
my
is yours.
my table in my apartment.
What do you wish to put down in return?
It's also, I don't know what Titanic employee or Red Star Line employee is going to accept a tarot card in exchange for boarding. Rubaiyat.
A book? It is a book of value, yes? If you
Oh, yeah.
win, you receive the boat pass. If I win, I get the book.
Okay. Oh, that's not good. Gonna have to hit. Alright, I guess I'm gonna have to hit again. Oh, I didn't even look at the card. See, I'm a fucking idiot. Alright. Forgot you can look at the card. No.
Well.
Alright, I'm an idiot. Try that again.
Bonsoir.
Alright, I got a 9. Got a hit. Come on, man. Ah, fuck. I guess I'll stay. Bust! Oh, never mind. Apparently I hit the wrong button and I still won because I just happened to pull a 21. Wait, what?
A book? It is
Dude,
a book of value, yes?
I just
if
won.
You win, you receive the boat pass. If
Excuse me?
Ready to play?
Bro, what? Is it a practice round? My fucking god. Bust. Yeah, that's right. Alright, I won twice.
Well played. You are the winner. Another game, mon ami? Well, maybe I see you again. Before you die. Adieu.
Did you give me the card, bro? Okay, I got the card. Cool. Alright. Peace.
If you've come to get me to leave, I'm...
Lily's dead. I got the shawl. Wait, I can get out. Or no, wait, I can't. I have to go this way. Get to the main grand staircase. I gotta go up a level. Alright.
What are you loading? Boats 9, 11 and 13. Women and children to the boats.
Yeah, but I have a tarot card.
The pass. The devil himself wouldn't be so bold. Here, get in.
He just lets me in because I gave him a tarot card that says Mote on it. That's in the training manual, actually. If someone gives you a tarot card, then you automatically have to let them on the lifeboat. See this cutscene for like the third time. Sorry, I skipped it, even though it's exciting. We can watch it again the next time, because I'm gonna do one more. I'm gonna do one more ending.
Vlad left the Titanic with the real necklace. The money garnered from the sale would finance the violent assassination of Archduke Ferdinand at Sarajevo in 1914. The World War followed. As for the painting, it left with me. The plans proved useless. In the month following the sinking, the War Office scrapped the proposed deployments in a cost-cutting measure. But the canvas? As the only artifact saved from the Titanic, the painting became famous. Along with its creator, a rather excitable Austrian named Adolf Hitler, who makes a lucrative career to this day, peddling overpriced alpine vistas to the carriage trade. I left the ship with Willie's notebook. Eventually, it found its way to the Russians. The Tsar's secret police were grateful, and the names Stalin, Lenin, and Trotsky vanished from history. The Communist Revolution aborted. Following Germany's defeat in the Great War, the Communists seized power in Berlin. They organized, they waited. Weakened by the Great Depression, the democracies gradually fell under communism's sway. Today,
yes.
April 14th, 1942. Britain has joined the rest of Europe in a communist union, ruled from the German Politburo in Berlin. We are to work unceasingly to build a workers' paradise. From each according to his abilities, to each according to his needs. Those who disagree with the new order are to be liquidated. If only the past could be changed.
So my apartment is still shitty, but communism won, and it was the... Oh no, wait, never mind. I forgot. Never mind. We'll pretend that didn't happen. I do like the idea of communist Germany taking over, all of Europe. Oh, this is a New Game Plus version. No, I'm just kidding. All right, so this is the one right after. Okay, so this is like right after I got shot. I have played Papers, Please. That's a very good game, if you can call it that. Yeah, I actually have it on Steam. All right, so we did the Soviet Germany wins. All right, and then there's... Let's see. Okay, so I guess this ending is like I literally just... what? Okay,
It was a
my
poor
controls weren't
shot,
working for a second.
You'll live. But for how long is the question? We've struck an iceberg. The incompetence, the idiots. That was an hour ago. The captain's called women and children to the boats. It's serious. She's sinking by the bow. She's got about an hour left, maybe a little more. The Rubaiyat. And a fine time I had getting it back from the purser. It's safer with you now. I've the painting. Take it, and make sure that necklace doesn't end up in the wrong hands. Zeitel must have hidden the notebook. Perhaps it's in his room. Cabin C, 59.
Okay, so this version, I don't actually have to do anything other than just get off the boat, because I already have... All I need to do is leave with the painting to get the ending that I'm looking for. So I am... Oh wait, I am going to go to the aft grand staircase, because I think I'm going to play some more blackjack. Except it's the aft grand staircase I need to go to. Wait. Get these damn staircases confused. I thought the Parisian was on the other side.
Bonsoir, mon ami. A book?
Alright, let's see. I'm 2 for 2 so far, even though I complete... Well, I'm not 2 for 2. I'm 2 for 3. Alright, I'm staying. No. All right, there we go.
Well, maybe I see you again. Before you die. Adieu.
All right. Let's go back through here.
If you've
Talk to Claire.
If you've come to get me to leave, we went for.
Got her shawl, which I don't need because I'm letting Vlad take over. Adek. Wait, I gotta go up a level.
What
Put
is
me
it?
on a boat.
We're not done filling them yet. Everybody keep calm. The boats aren't ready for loading. No, I'm helping this lot here. Stand aside. Prepare to lower. Keep your hands inside the boats. The boats aren't ready for loading. Stand back.
Stand back. All right. You want a shawl, dude? Like
Can't
the shawl?
you see I'm busy? No.
Do you want a book?
No, not now. The pass. The devil himself wouldn't be so
So
bold. Come back
you
in a
don't
few
want the
minutes
two
when the
things that
boats
are
will be
actually
loaded.
valuable. You just want the fucking card. Wait, what did he say?
The pass. The devil himself wouldn't be so bold. Come back in a few minutes when the boat's to be lowered.
Oh, okay. I
Come
guess I
back
have
in
to
a few
wait.
minutes when the boat's to be lowered.
All right. I guess I have to wait. Now
What are you?
wait.
Loading boats 9, 11 and 13. Women and children to the boats. The pass. The devil himself wouldn't be so bold. Here, get in.
All right. This is the final ending I'm going to show you. Because I'm not doing any of the ones where the Nazis win. That's no fun. And we'll watch the whole cutscene just because it's so fucking cool. The kind of cool thing is they got this right. Like, I think it was, like, discovered relatively quickly, or relatively shortly before this came out, that the Titanic actually broke in two before it sank. Now, I don't know if it did that. I don't know if it was, like, for some reason, twisting around. But, they did not believe the passengers on the lifeboats that it broke in two. That's correct. It does look like a big kratom turd being flushed to the depths. I agree. Too bad all those people were on board, though. Here's another bad ending.
Vlad left the Titanic with the real necklace. The money garnered from the sale would finance the violent assassination of Archduke Ferdinand at Sarajevo in 1914. The World War followed. As for the painting, it left with me. The plans proved useless. In the month following the sinking, the War Office scrapped the proposed deployments in a cost-cutting measure. But the canvas, as the only artifact saved from the Titanic,
I like how every version of this ending is Hitler
along with its
becomes a
creator,
famous artist.
a rather excitable Austrian named Adolf Hitler.
You think that
who
would have
makes a
been
lucrative
satisfying enough for
career to this
Hitler?
day,
I don't think Hitler would have been
peddling
satisfied as
overpriced
just being
Alpine
a
vistas to the carriage
painter.
trade.
I think he had greater
retrieved
ambitions
Willie's
than that.
notebook.
Ambitions, check that
The
out.
Germans' support
Check out
of
the
Russian revolutionaries
Rockart
continued.
Caucus Patreon series,
However,
Ambitions.
the Allies
That's a
defeated
good
Germany
one.
and imposed a humiliating peace. But not before the German military convinced the revolutionary Russia to leave the war. Eventually, Lenin replaced the feeble Russian Empire with a communist one.
Hell
there were
yeah.
totalitarian stirrings in Germany as well. But with no strong man to lead them, parties like the Nazis never amounted to much. With Berlin no longer a check against communist expansion, the Soviet tidal wave swept over Europe. Today, April 14th, 1942, it's
Dude.
Britain's turn now.
It's so good.
They say we've lost our chains.
Oh,
but
what
it's
the
our
fuck?
freedom that's vanished instead.
Oh, come
If
on.
only the past could be changed.
I guess it didn't want us to see the ending where I get shot again because this is actually the good ending. Oh, never mind. Never mind. This time it's a fucking Soviet guy. All right, so that's the bad ending. In reality, I would have been ardently pro-communist, and they would have never killed me because I would have been a favorite person among the ruling class. Well, of course, there's no classes in communism, so. But anyway, I would have been a good card-carrying member and a celebrity because I'm basically responsible for the communists winning. So like, I would be living it up. So yeah, that's the game. You only get the credits with the good ending. I should have saved it and so I could actually watch the credits, but it's not really. It's just some pictures from the Titanic. Wait, there's like a tour option as well. I don't really know if that's even available. I mean, I guess it is. Anyway, I'm not gonna do that. Oh yeah, and I did actually save everyone because we did the endings. Thank you, Anastasia. We did the two endings. I did the one ending that you're supposed to do where everyone like lives happily in Western capitalist it just takes over. I said this is a Francis Fukuyama ending, but we also did the two other endings where the communists in Germany win and the communists in Russia win. So in those versions of history, those people would have never gotten on that submarine because they would have been laughed at for doing something so ridiculous with such and so decadent and ridiculous to do that. So yeah, in my version of history that I just created, those guys were safe and they're probably doing something much more productive for society rather than going on dumb, ill-advised adventures to the bottom of the sea. Anyway, there's a tour mode. I haven't gone to this tour mode in forever, but it's like all of the different characters. Oh, let's talk to the boiler room guy. This guy's the coolest, but I think he might. Normally we just like insult him.
To be in the boiler room, so watch those furnaces. The captain's ordered full speed ahead, and the boilers are steaming. We got 29 of these monsters to feed.
Okay, you're just going to tell me educational stuff.
And we've got 6,000 tons of coal to shovel between here and New York. The steam's funneled to the engines that turn the propellers. So the stoker's job's important, but hard. Shoveling coal over and over, all the way to America and back. They say the Titanic's the single largest thing to float. I can believe it. All very modern, except for this shoveling, which I've got to get back to. See you later, mate.
All right. See, I like the actual game better because when you talk to this guy, you just end up getting into like a insult match with him. But yeah, on the tour, you don't get to do that. You just get to talk to... Let's see, you want to find out about the Turkish bath, Frisbee.
Hello, Leyland
Find out
Trask
about
is
the Turkish
name.
bath here.
Luxurious, is it not? And excellent for meditation. Do you know anything about time travel? It's curious. I was just reading this book. It was written in 1892, only 14 years ago.
The Wreck of the Titan
But
or
it's weirdly
Futility?
modern. It's
Whoa, it
another
is
ship
very
called
modern.
the Titan, the
Oh my
largest
god.
ever built. It's
Oh my
supposed to be
god.
unsinkable, but in the book, the ship sinks with everyone on board. Gives me the shivers. But the shivers aren't that uncommon in my line of work, visions, predicting the future, that sort of thing. For the past couple of days, though, it's been very odd. I keep seeing newsboys and the word Carpathia. I can't figure it out at all. Good evening.
Carpathia is famously the ship that rescued the majority of the Titanic rescuer, or the people who made it on the lifeboats. Anyway, I'm glad I clicked on that because the sinking of the Titan. Wow. It's on the nose. Anyway, I'm going to sign off with that. That was a lot of fun. Thank you for watching, guys. I will try to clip this one so that you can rewatch it if you weren't able to watch all of it. I have not been promoting Hitler. It's just a quirk of this game. We didn't want to go to any of the endings where the Nazis won, so we had to like make Hitler into a famous artist instead of a dictator. So I mean, really, we had nothing. I mean, it was actually the morally correct thing to make Hitler into a celebrity. But anyway, that was a blast. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and have a great evening.